I've been making $15,000 per month every single month for the last year as a UGC creator, and today I am breaking down the exact blueprint to my portfolio that has landed me those jobs. This isn't just theory, this is the exact portfolio that brings me 5 to 7 inbound deals into my emails every single month. And the best part is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I'll show you how to create a high converting premium portfolio that makes brands instantly trust you, see your value, and pay your worth. Most creators get this wrong, so if you're struggling to land deals, this is exactly what you're missing. By the end of this video, you'll literally have a plug and play UGC portfolio that you can literally copy and paste and start landing inbounds on autopilot. Okay, first things first, we are going to pick the proper template. Now this seems like it could be really easy, but you know, people get it wrong. So you want to make sure that you are picking a template that is a website portfolio. Now there are two options when you're on Canva. There's going to be a slideshow and there's going to be a website. You want to make sure that you are getting the website portfolio. So you can scroll through these. I picked portfolio website, and then you can scroll through all the options. Now I'm going to show you how you know if you have the right one. If you have the right one, when you go into create your portfolio in Canva, it's going to actually have this button right here that says publish website. If it doesn't have the publish website button, it's not the right one. Now a Canva website can actually be extended. So I'll show you this can. When I go to edit the design, you can actually extend, okay, here we go. You can actually extend this as long as you want instead of a portfolio being a bunch of different separate slideshows. So publish website is super, super important to have when you are locking in on whichever portfolio template you want to use. So we'll hit publish website. This is something you'll do all the way at the end, but let's break down the UGC portfolio. So my UGC portfolio has got a lot in it because I got a lot of experience. I got a lot to say. I got a lot to do. Yours might not look this full when you first start. That's totally fine, but I'm going to show you everything that I put into it and why I put in there because I think that's kind of the most important part. So first we have our cover page. This is going to be pretty simple, pretty minimalistic. You don't want this to be you don't want this to be crazy at all. You want this to just have your name, the UGC creator. You want to definitely make sure you're including your location. So your location will be actually included so that local UGC collaborations can find you. You can collaborate with local businesses, local restaurants, hotels, things like that. And if they don't know where you live, then they can't find you to collaborate with you. So you want to make sure that you're putting your location there. You could have some, local activities. Maybe a new pottery bar is coming out, pottery shop, and they want to do UGC for their pottery classes. So those are all things that you can actually do UGC for. So you want to make sure that your location is in your portfolio. Now, we also want to have all of these tags. Now, with UGC, they're not actually looking to use your social media following. So essentially, your social media following is a little bit irrelevant, but we still want to make sure that we're linking our social media to this so that they can see your work, they can see what you're posting on social media, they can see kind of your vibe, see if you fit. There are going to be videos that you didn't put in your portfolio that maybe on your social media they find and they're like, oh, we like this video. So that is why all of that is linked there. And then there's this email button so that they can actually email you and make sure that they are sending you, having an easy way to contact you. Now, I have this right here, 8 years of content creation and marketing experience. So I like to put one little blurb on this screen, something short, something simple, something eye-catching that is going to make you stand out from other creators. One of my students the other day, she created her portfolio, and I remember on our onboarding call, she had told me that she is the #1 go-to person for all of her friends for beauty recommendations. And I was like, that needs to be in your portfolio. So we're putting that in her portfolio as her little extra marketing essentially on this cover page. But once you do that, cover page is simple, cover page is easy, done, bang, bang, boom. I recommend, now this is something that a lot of people have struggle with, is the branding portion of it. Essentially, what I mean by that is the colors. You can choose whatever colors you want. You can choose anything. I just recommend sticking with something that is easy to see. So you want the work to be what stands out. So you want kind of a plain background, pick any color you'd like, and don't do something that's like got a crazy background or like a wild background or something that's going to take away from the work or something that's visually competing with the work. You want it to be very simple, very minimal, and you want your work to stand out. Now, with that being said, we're going to move down into the next portion. Immediately after your opening page right here, this first, what is this called? Opening header? Title page. Immediately right after this title page, you're going to want to have your UGC content. This is the most important thing in the portfolio, and therefore it should be immediate. The rest of it is all supporting evidence, and it can just go after. So you want this to be front and center. Now, I have 15 videos in my portfolio. It's a lot of videos, but I have done a lot of collaborations. I have a lot of different work to showcase. I recommend when you're very first starting in UGC to have about 5 to 10 would be what I would recommend. If you're just brand new baby in UGC, start with 5. If you're like, I got a little bit of bearings under my feet, I got a little bit of experience, then move up to 10. As a really experienced creator, I have 15 videos. However, most brands are not looking at all 15 videos. So with that being said, you want to make sure that this is a lot of variety in the types of videos that you're putting on your portfolio. So you want to make sure that you have a B-roll with a voiceover. These are probably the top 5 videos that I would do. A B-roll with a voiceover, a testimonial, a product demo. This is an educational, like green screen style, and a skit. These 5 videos are going to showcase a variety of skill sets. They're going to make you look like a well-rounded creator. And these are the first 5 videos that I would really hone in on. One of the biggest mistakes that a lot of creators make when they start with UGC is they fill their portfolio with ASMR, unboxing, aesthetic videos, which those are beautiful. Those are great. If you insist on having them in your portfolio, amazing, but don't fill your portfolio with them. This is the content that brands are looking for. This is the content that brands are paying big money for. And this is the content that you want to prove that you can create. So I'm going to show you each of these 5 different videos. The one thing that I will say is that I try to put my best videos first, because that's probably the most likely video that a brand is going to look at. Now, the other thing that I did was I double labeled everything. And by that I mean I labeled what type of video it is, and then I also labeled what the niche is, so that when brands are looking at my portfolio, they can see, oh, okay, she's done food videos before. Oh, okay, she's worked with apps before. Oh, okay, she's done skincare before. Oh, okay, she's done whatever. And so they can see exactly what you are consistently working on, and they can also see the styles of videos that you're presenting here. So some of these are a little bit more unique, like we have a negative hook example, we have a get ready with me hook, we have a girl math hook. These are kind of like unique specialty videos, or just kind of extra videos that I've added to showcase different things. So the 5 that I would focus on again are going to be this top row right here, these top 5 videos. And I will actually link my portfolio in the description below, so that you can go to my portfolio and you can click on these videos and watch them all yourself. But we're going to watch a couple of these so that you can kind of see the style of video that we're looking for. The content that you're putting in the portfolio is the most important part. It is 100% hands down the most important part. So I would rather you have some like very basic, ugly portfolio and have really killer content in it that is high converting, that shows that you understand sales and marketing, that shows that you understand what brands are looking for, that shows you understand the styles and the techniques that are used in UGC videos. So we are going to start with this B-roll with the voiceover.
Write off your expenses to pay less in 1099 taxes. This only works if you freelance, side hustle, or make a 1099 income. When you link your accounts, Keeper scans your expenses for tax write-offs automatically. It's really easy. Things like your phone bills, subscriptions, and travel expenses.
You get the point. So this is going to be something that is like a voiceover with me putting a ton of engaging footage throughout. A testimonial is going to be your personal experience with a product where you are literally talking to camera. There should be supporting clips as well of things that you're talking about, but most of the video you are talking to camera very organically, very naturally, like you are talking to your bestie, and you're going to share your experience. Now, the general framework for a testimonial video is going to be to introduce your problem with your experience. So this is, I experienced this. Then you're going to introduce the product as the solution. Then you're going to talk about why you like the product. And in this section, you're going to weave in the value props or the key selling points of this product. And then the last part, you're going to talk about why, like what has changed for you since you have started using this product. So I'll give you a little clip of this so you can kind of get a feel for it.
This is why I double cleanse every night. I was struggling with blackheads and clogged pores, so I did some research and I found out you're supposed to be double cleansing every night. This is my favorite cleansing oil. It's from Round Lab. It's super gentle and it's perfect for acne prone and sensitive skin like mine. I love it because it literally melts away everything like makeup, dirt, and even fine dust. And my favorite part is that it
Okay, so the next one that you're going to want to do is the product demo. The product demo is going to be where you are introducing a product, you are talking about how to use the product, but you're weaving the value props and the key selling points into it. So this is kind of an art, but you are not just wanting to say, you pull this bottle out, you open it up, you dump the packet in, you shake it, and you drink it. That's not really what a product demo is. A product demo is going to be showing how to use the product, number one, and also why you like the product or the features that they should care about. So I'll give you a little example.
I tried Khloe Kardashian's skincare routine for sculpted, glowy glass skin, so you don't have to. This viral skincare device from Medicube is like 6 treatments in one. It helps with product absorption, boosting collagen production, contouring your face, reducing pore size, and it has LED light therapy and vibration. Starting with the booster mode and the jelly cream from Medicube, which is the most unique moisturizer I have literally ever used. You use the wand to push in the product 785% deeper into the skin. Look at that glow. Then I use the DermaShot mode to stimulate any sagging skin and care for my face muscles, which creates a more contoured face.
So you can see towards the end there is where we were doing that product demo. The next one's going to be a green screen style video. I like to do something a little bit educational, a little bit kind of teaching on these style ones, just because it gives it like an organic beginning, and then you introduce the product as the solution after you've educated a little bit. So I'll show you. This is an example.
If going viral in 2025 is your New Year's resolution, then this app was made for you. I've been using Real Trends for about 3 weeks and I've gained 10,000 followers and had 3 viral videos. Here's how. First, and trust me, this will help you the most, open the Real Trends app and go to the AI tools section. When you first open the app, it's going to ask you questions about your niche and your content to learn about what's going to help you specifically grow. Once you do that, the app shows you real-time viral trends, hashtags, and
So this is educating on how to grow on social media, and we are using the app as the supporting evidence. And then the last one is going to be a skit style video. These are blowing up in UGC right now. So I have had each student include one of these in their portfolio as well, because it is just so valuable to the brands.
Okay, that'll be $10,627, please. $10,000? But I only made $45,000 for my side hustle. Correct, but that was self-employed 1099 income, which means taxes aren't withheld from your paychecks and you need to pay us in full now. She doesn't know that I use Keeper. Actually, I'm claiming $6,000 in tax deductions with Keeper, so my tax bill is way smaller.
So you can kind of see the different styles that I have included in my portfolio, and this kind of gives you an idea of how much variety you want to include as well. I'm going to link, again, like I said, my portfolio down in the comments or down in the captions so that you can go there, look at all these videos yourself, get ideas, see how much variety there is. But the more well-rounded, the more variety, the more you are showcasing your skills, capabilities, all of that in your portfolio, the better it's going to look. So you don't want a bunch of videos back to back that are all aesthetic unboxing ASMR videos, because then that looks like that's the only thing that you can do. And you want to be able to showcase that you can do other things. So this is the section of the UGC videos, which again is going to be the most important section. Now, something that you want to make sure you include throughout your entire portfolio is going to be these Work With Me buttons. These Work With Me buttons are going to link directly to your email. So if I was to click on this, it would open my email. You want this to link directly to your email so that if at any point, the brand watches these videos and they're like, yes, I want to work with this person, then they're going to click on that Work With Me video or Work With Me button. It is right there, easy to be clicked on, it's just easy. Then they don't have to scroll all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom. So these, you will notice, are throughout my entire portfolio. The next section that I have is why brands trust me. Now, if you're a brand new UGC creator, you may not have anything for this section, but this is where you're going to be compiling your evidence of why you are valuable to the brand. So I have some stats from some content that I have posted. I have, these are collaborations where these brands reached out to me, and these brands are much more well-known. So I did include these here to kind of prove that I have worked with these brands. And then the other thing that I put here is just kind of like a bullet pointed, bolded checklist of valuable skills that I offer. So UGC creator and strategist, creating high converting content that sells. Everybody says this really isn't necessary to have, but the rest of it is pretty unique to me. So 2,500 plus scripts written, expert in storytelling and conversion tactics, worked with top brands like Pear Soap, Tomboy X, Grubhub, and more, results driven, focused on boosting conversions and engagement, industry insider, coached 100 plus UGC creators to land high paying deals. Short form content expert specializing in Reels, Shorts, and TikToks. Psychology driven marketing, strong hooks, engaging editing, retention tactics, fast and reliable, quick turnaround, high quality results. So I have a lot of stats to put behind me, but there are definitely some things as a new creator that you can promise to brands, that why brands like to work with you, why brands like to trust you. For example, fast and reliable, quick turnarounds with high quality results. One of the other things that I should probably include in here is that I have a extremely low revision rate. So when brands ask me for content to be created, I almost never do revisions, meaning I get it right the first time. So if that's something that you could say, or maybe there's something in your life that you have done that has prepared you for this. Maybe you've worked in marketing, maybe you've worked in sales, maybe you did acting classes, maybe you have been reviewing videos on YouTube since you were like 10 years old. Maybe you are a marine biologist that is really well versed in how sunscreen affects the ocean, and so you would be really valuable for brands for that. So there are tons of things that you can put here. My recommendation for you is to kind of go into ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT what you're trying to do. I am a UGC creator. I'm trying to create a portfolio that is going to appeal to brands and want high-paying brands to work with me. I need a list of experience of why brands might trust me. Ask me questions so that you can develop this list, and ask me these questions one by one until you have all the information you need, and then write me the list. Make sure the list is short, bullet pointed, something like that, okay? Something that kind of has ChatGPT. I love using ChatGPT for getting your brain moving, getting your brain working, and just kind of like using it as an opportunity to use it for inspiration. So that's the next section that I have in here, is why brands trust me. So this is showing a ton of social proof, a ton of results, a ton of reasons why they should want to work with me. Once I scroll down, I have some brand testimonials. Now, I love that these are just screenshots right from my email because they look legit. I used to have some typed out testimonials that I had specifically asked for from brands, like, hey, can you write me a testimonial? They wrote it out, and I just had like copied and pasted it into my portfolio. But it looks like it could be a little doctored. Anybody could have said that. It could have been whatever. And so I decided to take screenshots directly out of my UGC communication with brands and put those right in here. Again, as a new creator, you're not going to have these testimonials, but you can get them pretty quickly. These are mostly things people say to me once I return a project. So once I send in the videos, these are essentially the first messages that I'm getting back after that, you know. Great, very nice batch. The sound effects are top notch. Sounds perfect. And yes, we would love to continue working with you. Things like this, like anything that you can showcase where either brands loved your content or they wanted to continue working with you and they wanted to continue creating content with you, or they were happy with the results, or anything like that. So this is the brand testimonial section. As you'll see, there is another work with me button right here. Now we have UGC photos. This is a section that I push down a little bit to the bottom. This is typically something that I add on to my UGC collaborations. I don't typically do just UGC photos, which is why they're near the bottom. If somebody scrolls down and sees them, they see them. If they don't, they don't. But this isn't typically the reason people are hiring me, but I want it to be available just in case. And so these are going to be some UGC photos from some different brand collaborations that I did. Now, a reminder, UGC photos and brand product photos are not the same thing. Product photos are going to be super stylized. They're going to be like little setups that look like they're in like a studio. They're going to be really fancy. They're going to be just a little bit more effort. And UGC photos are very, very lifestyle. They are the product being used in your normal life. They are the product paired with a person. They are just very, very organic. They don't need to be stylized. They don't need to be anything fancy. They just need to be showcasing a person or how the product would be used in your lifestyle. So You can see this is not very stylized. It looks like I took it, but that's kind of the point of UGC photos. So this is the section that I include next is going to be the UGC photos. And again, you can see that work with me button is right here. Then I go into the About Me section. The About Me section, I think if you have a big chunk of text, this becomes really overwhelming. So what I have done is I've created a bullet pointed list of things about me that would be valuable to brands. And what I mean by that, that's very important. Things about me that would be valuable to brands. So it would be valuable to brands that want some representation that I'm an LGBTQ plus creator. It would be valuable to brands that I'm married and yes, she will create content with me. If you had a dog or a pet or a cat or something, that would be valuable to brands because they know that you are willing to film with your pet. Other things that I included, world traveler. So this would be something like travel items. If a travel UGC brand wanted to reach out to me, they would know that I'm traveling all the time. These are the trips that I have coming up. If they wanted to have their product featured in those places. And then home, body, at heart, anything comfy, cozy, I'm your girl. These are just like kind of bullet pointed ideas or bullet pointed value props about myself. Your UGC portfolio is an opportunity to sell yourself. It's an opportunity to sell yourself, and that's what it is. So every single thing that you put in this video or in this portfolio should not be because it's something you want brands to know about you because you like to share yourself. It should be something you want brands to know about you because you think it could be valuable to brands. So that is kind of what I have included in the About Me section. And I tried to make it bolded and bullet pointed so it's easy to read at a glance. LGBTQ creator, married, world traveler, home, body, at heart. Now, if they wanted to read the little descriptions, they could, but they can see at a glance what I'm about, who I am. And then I just included photos of me and my wife traveling because they're cute. And this fits in the About Me section. The last thing you have down here at the bottom is going to be the Connect with Me section. This is where I have a couple strategic things put here. Number one, I have my email written out. Just in case all of those Work With Me buttons and this button right here doesn't link properly, they can copy and paste my email and they can still reach out to me very, very, very easily. Now, the other thing that I have here is my social media, like I had at the very top. And the last thing, this is something that I implemented quite recently, but I'm getting a lot of really great feedback on, is a video instead of a photo. A lot of people put in this Connect With Me page, they put a photo of themselves. I decided to go a little bit against the grain, stand out a little bit, and create a video that really showcases and just showcases me and what I can do. So I'll show you the video so that you can see a little and get an idea of what this is. But I really call this like my brand introduction video.
If you're looking for a UGC creator that knows how to deliver results-driven content, you have come to the right place. Hi, I'm Sydney, and I've been working on social media for nearly a decade. And in 2024, I completed almost 300 UGC orders, working with big brands like Vaseline and Pears and small brands as well, to create videos that don't just look good, but they actually convert. My expertise in storytelling, marketing, script writing, and digital strategy allows me to craft content that resonates with your audience. Here's what sets me apart. I've written over 5,000 UGC scripts for major brands like Blue Apron, Pears, Vaseline, Petco, and so much more. Number two, 95% of the brands that I work with never request a revision. And number three, nearly 40% of the brands that I work with end up coming back for more content because I focus on building strong relationships and delivering content that consistently performs. I've worked with a wide variety of brands from jewelry to skincare to home goods, but tech and AI brands consistently dominate my schedule. I love the challenge of trying new things, whether it's experimenting with new trends, video styles, editing technique, or out-of-pocket hooks that grab the attention and keep it. Whether you're looking for thumb-stopping ads or authentic organic content, I can deliver both. In fact, one of my paid advertisements has been running for 16 months in a row, and it is still the brand's #1 performer. And I completely understand how important efficiency and clear communication are in a partnership, which is why my process is seamless, flexible, and designed to make your life easier. So if you're ready to create content that actually speaks to your audience, I'm so excited to work together and help your brand stand out and achieve real results.
So this video, whoa, I didn't mean to make myself that big, but hello. This video is actually going to be the thing that I have gotten a lot of feedback on lately. So you can create a video that kind of showcases your skill sets. It showcases like what your history is, what your experience is. Again, if you're a brand new creator, this may be something that you have to wait a little bit to do. You have to work with a couple brands, but you can start creating these stories. You can start telling these stories even if you're landing gifted collaborations. So If you're working with a company for a gifted collaboration, you're still working with a company. And those are still stats, those are still experience, that's still all of that you can include and incorporate into your portfolio to beef it up, really. And so this is kind of all of the science, all of the psychology that I have put into this portfolio. I have worked on this for like 2 years now, and she's my baby. But this is hopefully giving you a lot of ideas of things that you can put into your portfolio. If you have any questions, or if you want more information, or if you want to chat about your portfolio or anything, make sure to go ahead and follow me over on Instagram, and you can send me a DM there and just let me know and we can chat. I am so grateful that you have been here and stayed all the way to the end. Make sure you subscribe to this video or subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on the next one.